Good evening, everyone. Apparently, in response to it being exactly 1 year since Monster Hunter Wilds came out, we got a couple extra event quests today. One of which is the 10-star Rompopolo, and the other one is Razzle Dazzle Frazzle. So let's take a look at the gear we can get from these two quests. Up first, we'll look at the Razzle Dazzle Frazzle set, which is basically just a really shiny tux. This is a thing that they seem to put in pretty much every game. If you've really wanted a more traditional outfit for your character, then this would be the one to go. Now, I say traditional, but it's just traditional in shape. It's a normal three-piece tuxedo that includes a nice top hat. So, and it has that nice little shiny effect where you get the light sparkles moving around your character. This would be a good layer set. It has a couple decent skills on it, but realistically, this is probably not going to be something that you end out using as the actual armor pieces themselves. There's significantly better gear in the game at this point. And of course, we do also have a Palicoe set to go along with this. Except it's a little bit more gaudy than the Hunter set. It's the Felyne Star Alpha set, and this is more reflective of disco, but it's kind of cool. You get a disco ball for your hat, and just a really heavily bedazzled disco suit, and a little guitar and mic stand on the back. So, two pretty cool looking layer sets for your Hunter and your Palicoe. Now, for the Rompopolo, if you manage to take him out, the Alpha mask that comes along with it, the top one is the head that's inflated, the bottom one is the head that's deflated. These look really cool. I enjoy them. The problem is it takes exactly 3 tickets to get it, and I only got 1 for 1 kill. Now, so it'll take a little bit of work to get the both pieces if you wanted to do both of them. And for your first kill, you do get some pendants, which they've been putting some pretty cool pendants in for the last couple quests. The black polo pal, which is a little balloon that looks like Rompopolo, and the noxious lantern, which will go pretty well with any sort of Halloween set because it has that nice eerie purple light glow to it. By the way, side note, I do, after this stuff finishes, I didn't record it. I went in and got the rest of the jiggly squirms. If you want to know how many times you have to kill the little jelly-looking monsters in neon neopterans, you have to beat it at least 7 times to get all of the different pendants for it. Now, into the main event. This is one that I was excited for because I like the look for Rompopolo. And he had some interestingly seeming attacks, but the problem was he just wasn't that much of a challenge. So you could basically tank your way through his hits and just beat him down. He looks really cool, but he's not really any harder than, say, Great Jagras was in Monster Hunter Tri. Or not Jagras, Great Jaggy. Yeah. I'm ashamed of myself for that one. Now, this fight is actually really cool. It's a good example of what can happen when you take what seems like a low tier monster and then just ramp up the difficulty of the quest itself and ramp up the damage output of the monster. This doesn't take terribly long to do. I think my final time ends up being 15 minutes. After he kills me once and then gets close to killing me again, I just go ahead and throw out the SOS flare to get the support hunters in, which, by the way, I'd recommend just going ahead and doing right from the get-go. I missed the sneak attack there, but whatever, what's new? He isn't that different in terms of what he does, but the speed with which the attacks come out is faster. The poison is the super poison, and if you notice, those things hit like a truck. Those explosions really wear your health down, to the point where by also inflicting that mega poison, sometimes you don't know if you're going to have enough time to heal up before the poison takes you out. So I end up having to actually cure the poison and then do the damage. For some reason, even though I'm playing with Gun Lance, a lot of the times I end up getting this really aggressive, focused mindset and forget that I can, in fact, block stuff. once I started blocking, the difficulty of this fight really went way down because you can block pretty well with the gun lance. Now, that being said, it's not a walk in the park style fight. If I were coming in here with, say, mid-game gear, I'm not 100% certain how easy he would actually be. But it's a cool fight. It's a good way to ramp things up and show the potential for a monster like him. And to also show that the early game monsters do have potential to be difficult if they actually wanted to do that. But I'll dive into that whenever I do my video talking about things I would like to see in the expansion for Wilds, because I've got 3 core ideas that I think will give me a long enough video to talk about those that I'm going to put that together and put it out here soon. I'm just kind of waiting until a couple more of these last few things pop up. But anyway, that's a thought for another time. This is a good fight. Highly recommend doing it. And as a small other aside, where this is a 10-star monster, it does drop the war-torn emblems. So I'm not sure how many it drops compared to the other 10-star quests. I would imagine it's not quite as many as the Proof of a Hero, but this could turn out to be a relatively effective way of farming those up for reinforcements, because he's really, really hard when I'm by myself, but once I actually pull in the SOS quest, or not SOS quest, but once I pull in the mercenaries, he's actually not that bad to manage anymore. And being a 10-star monster that you can take down relatively easily around the 15-minute mark might end up being one of the best ways to farm those emblems. So if you're really wanting a way to get the materials to reset your augments or to boost your augments on your Gogma weapons, this might be the fight for you. This might be one of the most effective and easiest ways to do that. Because those things, if you recall, have the same point value as Gogmazios' gem. In other words, every one of them that you get will let you do 1 full reinforcement for 2. So 2 of them get you enough points to reset your skills or to reinforce your skills. So something to keep in mind, and something that may make him worthwhile to run multiple times. So if you really want to get both transmogs, you're going to need 6 of the tickets anyway. Just look at it this way. Not only are you getting 6 tickets to get a really cool layered armor, you're also getting a whole bunch of those things that can go towards getting your Ardean weapon up to snuff. Anyway, I'm going to let the rest of the fight play out, and you can enjoy it as normal if you haven't beat it yet. Stick with it. It's not that bad, especially compared to some of the other stuff that has come out, but it is actually a pretty cool little fight, and if you really want a challenge, you can do it solo, and it is a good challenge. So have a good night, and remember, if I can beat it, so can you.
Looks like it's moving to a new area. target. Now hang in there. Don't let that hit you. make sure to grab anything a monster leaves behind. Not forgetting anything? Okay, let's move out. Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.